and give him glory. Grandma used to say it like this: bitch, we here, we might as well have church. If you
Bitch, we're here. We might as well have church. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Ant Money Experience podcast, unlike no other. Looking a little grainy this week. I'm tripping. Must be the oh, there we go. Y'all missed me. Took a little week off. Y'all know I just like to provide the best quality of shows, and it just wasn't a lot to really get into last week, but we here today. But before we get into it, hope everybody been having a good week. Yo, what up, Scooty? Hope everybody having a good week. We are at the unofficial end of the summer, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, it's the official start of the weekend, but yo, I'm down at my last pool party. Slash barbecues this weekend. Y'all know it's about to be that fall. Anytime it start getting chilly in the air. Shoo. But hope y'all enjoyed your summers. But if you are here right now, I want you to make sure you go and subscribe on YouTube to the most dangerous podcast network in the world. The big exclusive network, ladies and gentlemen. If you have a podcast idea you want to bring to a network, or you even want your podcast just spread a little bit further pulse, then it's going right now on double pulse. That was wild. Just come on over. We got plenty of room on the network. If you are here, they keep teasing it, but they said they bringing it back. The big exclusive podcast with big exclusive Angry OG and Top Flight. Show gonna go off the rails. When I tell you Tuesdays at 7:00, they're gonna come in serious topics, and then we're gonna find a way as the audience to throw them off the rails and big exclusive eat ass. But also, if you are here on Tuesdays, then make sure you are here on Wednesdays for a safe space for men with my guy Ron Delano, Philip Banks. He going take a little break for the summer, but definitely make sure you tune into his show as well as other shows on the network. You know, on the page we got a lot of stuff. You know, we got a couple hot seat episodes that you could go back and look at. We got stuff for you. And the stuff, it ages well, so you don't have to worry about it just being content for the time. We got you over there. But before we go any further, a message from our sponsors. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to be a co-host on the Ant Money Experience, make sure you inbox or DM me. I always remind you, ladies, if you want to go to the front of the line, just send, little attachment or nine. Also, if you have something that you want highlighted on my spotlight segment of the show, also make sure you inbox me. Producer, whenever my guy Philip Banks drops in, be sure to just throw him right on the screen. But, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into that. If it bleeds, it leads. So, since we've been here last, it's been a lot of little internet topics that's been, people been buzzing about. Yo, this Demir trend, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting old. People just seeing Demir for anything. When I first heard it, I'm like, nah, let me go see what it actually means. Then when I discovered how y'all got to using it, yeah, y'all not Demir at all. Y'all just the dick eating But I don't expect nothing much from a lot of you internet users. But one trend I do try kind of find entertaining and amusing. Producer, drop the video, please.
Just give me my money. Yeah.
Just give me the money.
Yay!
Give me money.
My man's wasn't playing. My man's wasn't playing. He wanted his money. It's a lot of videos that I've been seeing with their theme or whatever, but I would say that is my favorite so far. But how many times can you get that off without it being funny? Like at this, there's only a certain amount of times you can get that joke off. After that, you can only really use that shit on old people. But who I got in the chat? I see. I got some. I see I got viewers, but where is y'all at? Make sure you give a shout out so I can be sure to shout out my viewers. Aunt Hive, I love you. But producer, you know what? Let's jump into my next video. Jojo, what up with you, shorty? Yo, that video was kind of wild. So it was a lady in New Jersey. I believe the park was in New Jersey as well. But yo, that was weird as shit. When we started doing stuff like that, when I saw the video start, I thought it was a joke. But then I realized, no, shorty really went behind the enclosure and stuck her hands in the lion. Yo, what up, Joe? I mean, Joe, did you see the video? That had to be one of your folks, because regular black people don't do shit like that. That's very much so an African thing. Woo! I know he gonna flame me in the comments for that joke right there. But yeah, that was wild. Shorty definitely was tripping. Like, I don't know what she thought she was gonna get out of that. I mean, she got lucky. She almost lost a hand. We got another video coming up in a little bit that's also on a what the fuck was you thinking type of tip. But producer, play my next video, please.
All right, y'all. So I'm at Walmart, and for some reason, I'm gonna go in Walmart because everybody said it's cheaper than Target and that they be in here. But I don't know why. For some reason, I'm real skeptical. I'm real skeptical about this Walmart. But all right, y'all. So I'm about to go in here. They got a lot going on in front of this Walmart, though. I'll tell you that much. I don't even know what's going on. They got music playing. They selling beatboxes, boomboxes. I'm real scared about being in here. Skeptical in this room. Everybody crazy because everybody is in Walmart, but ain't nobody getting nothing for their babies. You don't see nobody getting the baby out. Yo, this joint empty. But they all up in here. They outside selling their dogs and their speakers. I'm gonna show y'all. Oh no, it fucking stink. I'm getting out. There's too much going on. I can't even focus. Y'all, I ain't finding no man in this dirty ass Walmart. It's too chaotic for me. I can't. I'm sitting here trying to. I'm trying to. I don't want no free phone. I'm trying to focus and make a good video, but I can't. It's too much going on. I have not seen a pump on in years. I'm in North Philly. I gotta be. Hold on, I gotta get out. Psych, let me stop, y'all. I ain't got nothing against North Philly. As a kid, I spent a couple years down there.
I ain't gonna lie to you, that last part of that video was purely me being petty. Any North Philly shade I can throw, I'm gonna throw. But viewers, what is the most ghetto Walmart anywhere you've ever been to? I'm gonna say South Philly. People always say the one on the boulevard, but I feel like South Philly is a little bit worse. I don't know. Neither one of them is a great Walmart. Yo, the free phone people be cracking me up. The free phone people, And you know, when you go to Target, you got the AT&T people that be trying to get you. And I like, yo, fam, I got a phone. And yo, Ron, what up, my guy?
What's up, man? I'm about to walk inside.
All right, but I've always felt like the one in South Philly is worse. Yo, Joe, what makes the one on the Boulevard worse? So we talking about Walmarts. Ryan, which Walmart in the city do you think is the worst?
Adam's Ave. Adam's Ave. That's on state. It's always dirty. They don't never
You
have
think?
what you need.
I mean, I think that the one in South Philly is a little worse.
Oh, I don't even go to that one, so that one probably yeah. I don't even go there.
I mean, honestly, if I'm gonna go to Walmart and I'm in Philly, I go to the one all the way up the boulevard.
I go to one in Ben Salem. That's where I go.
That's not a bad choice either. That's
Mm.
probably the best Walmart in that area. But
And you duck the soda tax.
oh, damn, nigga, you done drove all the way out there. You done paid the soda tax already.
No, no, bro. So like a case of sodas is almost double the price. Like a 12 pack, a 24 pack is like I think like $14. Up there, then here it's like 20, 24, 25.
Damn.
Yeah, something crazy.
Yo, the way I'm looking at the way y'all be dodging the going out of your way to go to Walmart is
Bruh,
wow.
real red.
But yo, shout out to Ron. Ron definitely threw a fire cookout this weekend. If you didn't make it, you missed a good one. Chill with
Yeah.
his folks.
Yep.
Yo, Ron took 18 bottles of vodka and tequila and made it into a punch. And that shit was the most insane thing ever. I'm like, yo, Ryan, first of all, I walked up to the table to grab a plate and I tripped over a bunch of bottles. So I'm like, damn, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm not realizing that those bottles had liquor in them before, like seconds before I walked into the room. So Ryan was like, yo, try this joint. And you drink, you know how it tastes. So I drank a little bit. I'm like, oh, it's a good mixture. Like it ain't like the liquor isn't overpowering. Like I could taste like the juice and the liquor equally.
Yep.
I'm like, damn, Ryan, would you put vodka in there? He said, dog, all them bottles you tripped over is in there. I said, oh, oh shit. It was at that moment that I realized I fucked up. And then it'd be different if it was just like people our age, but you know, you got his aunts, you got kids and stuff around. I'm like, I don't want to be in this joint trash. I paced myself. But yo, definitely was a good time. One of your older aunts was flirting with me. I ain't gonna hold you.
Whoa. Only first one I had only had one out there. Only had one out there, you jerk. And the answer, Joe, I just told Kiko I'm having another joint in 2 weeks. The next joint is on what is it, the 7th? Next Saturday, not this Saturday. Next Saturday, the 7th.
I'm gonna definitely see if I can slide to that joint
Yeah.
because it was definitely a good time. I mean, your sisters, just conversations. It was a great vibe. You didn't have like besides the one old head, you ain't had like drawing neighbors or nothing like that. It was
Yeah.
definitely a good time.
Yeah, hit the moon bounces out for the kids. Like, yeah.
And I seen I'm gonna say this. I said this to Ron when we was there. I was looking up the block and it was this group of Ricans playing basketball. I've never seen a group of Puerto Ricans play basketball that good in my life. Like, you know, you could catch a Rican boy there or here that got they could play ball, but yo, Ball came out with slides. And not like no slides like no Gucci flip flops. He came out in some slides like he just got out the shower and threw them joints on. Yo, he stood on the curb. I'm thinking the way he shot the ball in the air, you would have thought he was about to play curve ball. He shot the ball in the air and it was all net. I said, yo, what? And then I'm watching like even the young boys. I've never seen a group of Puerto Ricans play that good in my life. They had to be the Puerto Rican Olympic basketball team, and there's nothing different that he could tell me about that. But producer, jump into this part. This may be my favorite video of the week. Producer, play my next video, please.
I'm gonna tell you, black people sing at the funeral because that's the time to let the family know you always had this talent. My grandfather died years ago. And my cousin gonna get up there, he gonna grab the mic. I need y'all to pray for me. This was Granddad's favorite song, y'all. Somebody yelled out, take your time, baby, take your time. Let them use you, let them use you. This nigga danger. Get on the floor. The nigga right here. Singing. I'm like, I know this nigga not singing mystical. The choir starts singing, be so long. He's been on. So please show me what it is that you want.
Yo, I actually must have sent my videos to the producer out of order. My bad for that. But yo, that video was definitely my funny video of the week. I laughed hard as shit when I seen that video. On some real shit, yo, I love black funerals. Like, it's nothing like a black funeral. I have, at the last funeral, like, I went to, me and the fam sat around, and we was just talking about funny-ass moments that we've had at funerals over the years, and funerals shouldn't be this funny. Like, I remember one funeral, the pastor said, you know, the niggas that I shot ain't gonna forgive me. I looked at my cousin, I was like, did he just say nigga in church? He said them hoes that I ran up in, they'd never forgive me. Cause I was running up in them holes. And I was like, yo, what? Is that creamy? You better have made it, because I accidentally sent it to you twice. You said I was, well, I won't repeat that on the air. But no, that was definitely a funny ass moment. But
hey yo, I got a question for you. I'm sorry for counting it. I got a serious question though.
Okay.
Where the fuck did you find that video at? Like your funny videos of the week, I'm always like, where do he even find this craziness at? I never see that kind of stuff on my timeline, bro. So when I tell you sent it to me and I started and I went to edit it so I could convert it, bro, I was crying for like 5 minutes straight. Like, he really got up there on some mystical shit.
Yo, the crazy thing is the thing that's crazy is because people know my sense of humor, everybody just send me videos. I send videos back and forth. I might have on, like, I have not gone through all my videos that people have sent me since like Friday. So in my inbox on between Facebook and Instagram right now, I easily have about 50 videos just sitting. I haven't gotten a chance.
So all right, I understand now, because they always send me the little YT kids getting mangled, and I be crying. Yo, they my favorite videos.
No, I didn't. I always get around to them, and then as I'm going through and I'm seeing the videos, I'm like, oh, that's a funny one. Oh, that's a funny one. Like, I got a funny video that I've been holding on to for like almost a month. And the crazy part is every time I go like, all right, I'm gonna play it this week, I run into like another funny video, and I always forget to play that joint. But since I have you here,
nah.
is this one not even gonna get you in trouble? So I have been looking at this video since yesterday, and I've been laughing at it. And I'm mad that with you playing that last video, it makes me know that I didn't play the video. I didn't send a video, or I might not have sent it in order. Have you heard about this couple?
Yeah.
I do got a sick ass algorithm. Have you heard about this couple that drove into the school kill? Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not from the Philadelphia area, there is a drive, Lincoln. You got Lincoln Drive, Martin Luther King Drive, and then what's the one on the other side? I don't really matter.
Lincoln Drive.
It don't really matter. It's not relevant to the story. But yo, so this couple at 4:00 in the morning were in their car. Now, Action News reported it as they were kissing. Fox 29 reported it as sexual activity. So apparently this couple was having sex, and it sounds like somebody. So I'm hearing different things. I heard that the car was never put in parked. Was damn, y'all was just trying to get to it. My man ain't even throw the car in park. I also heard that someone's leg might have possibly hit the gear, but the couple swam their Range Rover into the Schuylkill River, and it was later retrieved out by police. But both people made it out safe. But dog, I just want to, I'm glad it wasn't none of my homies that was in that car, because the amount of jokes I would have flamed them with would have been unbearable for them. Like, damn, dog, you was that horny?
Man,
and it was
my suggestion would be park at the restaurant way in the back and utilize that back seat. That way you don't find yourself in the river.
So I was doing a deep dive in my mind on this situation. Whoever this is, that was a sneaky link. Because there's no way in the world. 4:30 in the morning, you couldn't make it home. Neither one of your cribs.
She just said you ain't ish, man. What you be doing to Creamy, bro?
Creamy loves me. She said, stop plugging me earlier. I was like, whoa.
Oh,
whoa, you little freaky mamas. I was just trying to tell you to watch the show. But that wet, that was that wet. Are you said individual? Because if you are, I will drop the link. But dog, for one, they was too horny. Two, it had to be a sneaky link. Y'all couldn't even not even. It must not have been a worthy joint, because you ain't even want to get to the hotel. There's so many places that my mind went when I saw this, but the embarrassing thing is they showed the car getting pulled out of the river. So if you but if you were if that was your car and they showed it on the news getting pulled out, I hope that you were single, because if not, you can't explain this one.
That's a bad joint.
You know, I think that may be the worst possible way to get caught cheating. Your car went in the river and they showed the car on TV.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine, bro. That's why it's best not to cheat, man. That's all. It's best not to cheat.
Or just cheat smarter.
No, see, I'm
never been caught.
You're a crumb creep. I want to fight you. You don't have the courage. You're a real crumb bum.
Don't cheat.
But black men don't cheat.
Facts.
And that's not only a saying, but it's a calling to encourage black men not to cheat. Black men don't cheat. I stole that from somebody. I don't remember who.
That's right, Creamy. Big E is faithful. You goddamn right.
I'm still waiting for your hot seat, because
I know she keep ghosting me, bro.
If what happened to me on my hot seat it's just a dose. I know your hot seat is gonna be crazy. But you know what? Since you're here, good brother, I think you would be a good person to talk to on the next topic. You know what, producer? Let's jump into my lounge talk. Now, ladies and gentlemen, not gonna lie, I decided I wanted to take a nap after work and took a long nap, so we won't be having the wine tonight. I know. It upsets me too. But I got two videos that I think make for very great conversation. Producer, could you play those videos back to back for me, please?
Yes, sir, boss.
A lot of grief. Like I think about, Brother Paul Walker, and I think about John Singleton, your mother.
Divorce. Both of my sisters died.
Your sisters. People don't look at divorce as grief, but you did. You lose things, You probably lost a lot of friends when you went through your mental health breakdown. Are you really, have you really taken the time to deal with all of that grief? Or do you just try to stay busy to avoid it?
Breakups cause a form of psychological cannibalism for most men. It signals your brain to eat away at your own self-esteem. Because our brains evolved from a hunter-gatherer past where being ostracized from our tribes was a death sentence, we developed a neurological early warning system to alert us when we are at risk for ostracism. fMRI studies show that rejection causes the same areas of the brain to become activated as when we experience physical pain, signaling for us to avoid the behaviors that would cause us to be rejected. But when rejection is from a trusted significant other, you can't avoid it or change it. So that rejection and loss turns into a painful form of shame and criticism for most men. And that shame is relived vividly as you carry it with you into future relationships.
Now, my first question to you was, what were your thoughts just listening to the second video?
So I'm a bit confused, to be honest with you. Like, even when I was editing it, I thought to myself, rarely I'm confused or, befuddled, but I most certainly would definitely need to watch it again because I'm having a hard time comprehending, and that's rare for me.
Okay. Just to give you like a short synopsis of what my understanding of it was, is I think that the guy was equating you know what? Let's play it again.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it even better. I'm gonna pop it on screen so we can both watch it. Let me see. Here we go. Because you don't want the Tyrese part, right?
No, we can get on that one. That's an easy talk through.
All right, here we go.
Or do you just try to stay busy to avoid it?
Breakups cause a form of psychological cannibalism for most men. It signals your brain to eat away at your own self-esteem. Because our brains evolved from a hunter-gatherer past where being ostracized from our tribes was a death sentence, we developed a neurological early warning system to alert us when we are at risk for ostracism. fMRI studies show that rejection causes the same areas of the brain to become activated as when we experience physical pain, signaling for us to avoid the behaviors that would cause us to be rejected. But when rejection is from a trusted significant other, you can't avoid it or change it. So that rejection and loss turns into a painful form of shame and criticism for most men. And that shame is relived vividly as you carry it with you into future relationships.
Yeah, so ostracism. So it's hard for me to eat. Again, I'm still a little.
So I'll say what I kind of took from it is that I watch a lot of nature shows, and every male in whatever species wants to be the king of the pride. because you're the only one fucking, essentially. So when somebody challenges the king of the, well, whoever's the lead in the pride, with lions, for instance, they fight. And if you lose, you leave. And you have to leave. You can't linger around after you challenged and lost. So when you leave, it creates like they go through like a depression, essentially. I think he could have used smaller words and it would have made a little bit more sense. So I think it forms depression. Now, my reason for playing that video is I watched this video shortly before watching the Tyrese video. Now, I think the video made sense to me. I can understand the pain of a breakup being almost, the mind is a strong muscle. So I can see the pain from a breakup almost having an effect on a person as pain. So the thing is, I can understand you taking that pain on to future relationships. Because I think one thing that you've always said that makes sense to me is you're never healed. You just kind of, what's the way you say it?
So, yeah, I say it all the time. You never really heal 100%.
Right.
Because you won't know where you are on that healing journey until you're faced with those similar or same triggers that you experience. Because I always say that past pain equals privacy. So you don't know where you are mentally until you face with those same scenarios and situations.
Right. So I think that was kind of what I was taking from what the guy was saying. Now, my reason for that Tyrese video is I watched this interview he did on the Breakfast Club. And he starts off and he's talking and he seems to be like unraveling. So at one point, I remember it might have been Charlemagne or it might have been somebody else that I watched give like a synopsis on it that said like, yo, how many more fucking songs are you going to make about your ex-wife? They were like, it's been 4 years since you guys have been divorced. And I was thinking to myself, damn, I get you being hurt. But my question is, as you being a man as well, do you think there's a cap on how long you could be hurt about a situation to where you should kind of get over it?
First, I take exception to that line of questioning, especially from a space where healing and therapy is very prominent. Okay. I think what people fail to realize, and I see a comment here, Tyrese needs that drama shit to survive, basically, is that most people don't understand the way grief and loss works.
Right.
You made a point earlier that the brain is a very powerful muscle, right?
Right.
And the brain is also very fragile. Your mental state, your mental health is very fragile. There's no limit. There's no time limit on grief, right? I was just having this conversation at work, right? The thing is, you can be 100% okay, joyous, having a great day at the barbecue, tasting the punch, and next thing you know, you in the corner crying and you're an emotional mess. And I say that because, with me dealing with my little brother passed 17 years ago. And I still feel, that grief. My mom just recently passed. And that grief hits me at very unexpected moments. And I know the difference is that's a significant other, but when you take the time to invest everything, and that's the other thing, I don't think people love the way that they say they love. Because if you did, that loss would hit you as if somebody actually died. The end of a relationship
that's where I had to stop
that relationship.
That's where I had to stop you, because I knew that it was going to get to a place where people equated to, and I can understand the loss of a person physically, and I can see you never being over that grief. But a relationship ending, you don't think at a certain amount of, because he's upset about a relationship that they were married and they divorced. I believe he said like 4 years ago, and he's moved on to another person. You don't think at a certain point it's like, yo, you got to get over that. You have to move on from that.
So listen, that's just it. You can say that. You sitting in the position from never having had that experience he had. You never experienced what he experienced in that relationship. It's easy to say as a man or as a woman, you need to move on. And and most people think to get over somebody, you get under another person. That's bullshit.
I don't agree with that at all.
You perpetuate in that cycle. There's no grief there's no time limit on loss, whether it be loss of a child, a parent, a sibling, a significant other, or a relationship. Again, we understand, we have no clue how truly powerful the brain is, but we know it's powerful, right? So at the end of the day, your mind can cause physiological responses in your body. The doctor will tell you stress will kill you, right? So how do you measure stress? It's not something that's quantitative, right? It's an experience because we're human and we have that complex emotional ability. So at the end of the day, it's easy to laugh at Tyrese and tell him he needs to move on.
I don't think it's funny when I say
as a man he needs to move on, but you don't know how emotionally, spiritually he was vested in that relationship. Like there's no time limit to get over anybody or any situation. It's just not.
With how long. I don't disagree with that. Could have been absolutely the love of his life. I don't have anything wrong with him being upset about it. But what I don't like from what I'm seeing is that he picks these moments to kind of wallow in pity. And
that's where I have to stop you and disagree. The difference is, I cried just as much as Tyrese, right? The difference is Tyrese is on a public platform. Tyrese decides to be vulnerable with the public because you know why? It's somebody like me who going through those exact same emotional stresses, and at the end of the day, you feel alone, like nobody else goes through this, or I might have my friends or my family or people who associate with me feeling some type of way about the way I'm grieving about the loss that I'm experiencing. He's just doing it on a public platform. He's choosing to share that. Like I said, it's easy to ridicule somebody, but it's demeaning and dismissive when you ask that line of questioning when you're supposed to be about mental health. It doesn't matter if he does it publicly. I don't think he does it publicly to garner sympathy. I think at the end of the day, he's sharing his experiences, bro.
I'm not saying that he doesn't, but I don't think it's a coincidence that every time you do this, it coincides with something like a rollout. So it makes it like, I think that if you are going through something and a person of his level, I feel like he has the means to go seek the help necessary. That's where I really don't like it with him, because also he speaks about people reaching out and telling him. It's one thing to not know it, but when you have people reaching out and people offering to help, and I'm good. I kind of think at a certain point it's a show.
And see, that's the cynic in you. That's the Philly in you. Because let me explain something to you.
Okay.
You've been in this realm of entertainment, right? I told you we was gonna do your hot seat. The first thing I asked you was, Ant, is there anything off limits?
Right.
Ant said no. You said no. I'm an open book. I'm not taking no skips or none of that.
Right.
You gonna share this experience, right?
Right.
Tyrese, regardless if it's a rollout, most, if not all, platforms ask you what's off limits or what you don't want to talk about, because they want to keep you as a friend to the show, as a friend to the platform.
He's actually really friends with Envy and Charlamagne now.
Yes, and that's fine. However, what I'm saying is their platforms are very public, and if somebody invites you to a platform and they say, "Hey, is there anything off limits? Is there anything you don't want to talk about? And he says, no, I'm an open book. And then you go on that show being an open book, and a can of worms gets opened up. And again, being human, being vulnerable, not running away and hiding, not exhibiting toxic masculinity and just trying to be hard for the cameras because you having to roll out. He's sharing his real life grief and his real life experiences, and that's something I can appreciate. I don't think it's performative at all, because there are moments that people can choose. No, bro, it's moments that people can choose to highlight that are very positive about about that Tyrese interview. But the society we live in wants to be cynical. The society we live in don't believe in therapy. The society we live in thrive on negativity and want to ridicule and laugh at people. So I salute him, because it's people like me going through a similar situation who can appreciate somebody that big on that big a platform saying it's okay to cry. Because I still, to this day, hide from my daughters when I'm crying, bro.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I just disagree with the fact that I really feel that at a certain point, the loss of a relationship, you do need to move on. I think he's wallowing in pity, and like certain things, I get certain things, but I think in regard to the relationship itself, he's kind of wallowing in it and leaning into it when it puts him in a place where he can benefit from the attention he gets from it.
So let me ask you this. What's the benefit from it? Because Tyrese gets nothing but ridicule. You see it all in the comments. What's the benefit? What's the benefit?
It's clickbait.
For who? It's not his platform. Tyrese doesn't. If it's a billion views on his video, he don't make a dime.
Well, no, I disagree with you for two reasons. He went up there promoting two things. One of those things directly falls in line with what he was crying over. He has a CD dropping, and somebody basically was like, "Oh, you just singing all these love songs because you still hurt." Yeah, I'm still hurt. And he goes into why I'm still hurt and why I'm singing these songs. I believe that's attention seeking.
All right, so let me ask you this again. How does Tyrese benefit?
Because he has a product that he's selling that he's directly tying his emotions into, and he's saying my emotions are in this album. Go check it out.
Bro, that does not translate. We talking Tyrese, bro. It didn't work for the last album rollout, did it?
Well, yes, it did actually.
Nah, bro.
That album where he cried all
I don't think it did.
About being sorry. He went on tour from it and everything.
Bro, I don't think it did.
So that's two examples of him.
It's just like every the Ant Money experience has its core group of fans or watchers or listeners, correct?
Right.
So they going to support the people on the fringes or on the fence who don't really mess with the show. If you get on here and start crying, right? You think that does what exactly? You think that's going to bring more people? And number one, all right, and again, it could, but the question then begins: how long do you retain that audience? Because everybody loves to see a car accident, right?
Right.
Everybody loves to see the train wreck, but then they move on just as fast, bro. It's not sustainable.
Well,
no artist has garnered an audience and retained one with that. None.
Well, do you think he's looking for a lifelong fans? No, he's looking for people to indulge in this moment because he can benefit off of it. And that's what I think he's doing. And I think he's been on this journey of showing his grief with the breakup, his grief with going through it. We here on this ride with you. I want you to show us the healing. If he does not show any type of healing publicly, that's going to make me believe that at the end of it, this was all monetizing for content. Agreed? Could you see that point that I just made?
I can see it. I can see it. The only issue I have, especially with the comments, and shout out to what you call her?
Scooty.
Scooty. Shout out to Scooty, right? my problem is the only true way to monetize it is to consistently put out content. Tyrese has no podcast. He has no television show. He has no movie coming out. He does nothing where he doesn't have a residency, right?
He also indulges in IG stories going live doing the same exact thing.
How often?
I don't indulge in it, so I couldn't tell you how often, but exactly. He's done it multiple times.
So how many times you showed up to see him cry?
Never. I've only heard other people highlight
This is what I'm saying, bro.
I
can see. Here's the thing. I could see if he put out consistent content and the content was monetized. If he had a YouTube page, a TikTok page where the clicks mattered, the views mattered, and all of that. But he doesn't have any of that. That's why I take him at face value, and I feel like it's genuine because he has no platform that he consistently put out content on where he's monetized. Okay. With the exception of his albums.
Well, 1 second before we go any further, because we have dove deep into this. I want to know what the people got to say about that. And if y'all think I came here to play with y'all, God damn it, I'm not. And producer, if you could give the good people that link as well.
Coming right up, boss.
But yeah, I don't.
As a public figure, he uses the Breakfast Club to advertise for him. That argument to me, right, is both right and wrong, and here's why I feel like it's right and wrong. The Breakfast Club is I would say the most prominent platform in our community. It's the most consistent. Anybody in our community who has a project big enough or relationship with that platform come up there to promote. Again, if you come up there to promote and you're asked a line of questioning that brings that out, do you say, yo, I don't want to talk about that? Do you give a bullshit interview? Do you be disingenuous? Now, the platform itself is for all artists who have projects, who want to put, who want attention for the project to come up there. He's doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. The difference is most people come up there and they have a lot of questions and a lot of topics that are off limits. So the opportunity for them to be real and genuine or emotional in that moment don't exist.
Well, also as a person, if you're going to be a key figure, you have an idea of the things that are out there about you, and you know what you do and don't want to talk about.
Absolutely. So again, you don't think Tyrese knows he's ridiculed habitually for crying publicly?
I think he'd be up there.
That doesn't deter him from doing it. But everyone knows he likes to cry.
Exactly.
Rudy, what is up with you this evening?
Hello, young kings. How you doing?
You came to the gym with it.
I was actually at the batting cages halfway through this podcast. Like I'm still over here at the batting cages, low key.
Okay.
Now I'm at the motorcycle shop. Type shit, yeah.
Okay, that's different. So, how do you feel on the topic, on the Liam's topic?
I think that
this evening.
I think it's the Tyrese thing, right?
Yeah.
So I think that multiple things can be true at once, right? I agree that I think he does it for publicity, he does it for the attention, the monetization, whatever it is. He's doing that because you know his reaction is going to get. Just because you and I aren't tuning into it, lots of people love watching men break down and cry. Lots of people love watching men spiral out of control. I do think that he has to really recover from a lot of things in his life. Do I believe that he has access to fucking therapy and everything else he should probably be doing? Absolutely. Is he doing that? No. So, like you said earlier, I need to be seeing some healing if this is all not for attention. Because once you're at a certain age, I'm no longer looking at this at your outbursts and you're crying in public and you're just emotional unhingedness as, oh, he's grieving, he's going through this, he's going through that, he or she. Because once you're an adult, again, the world don't stop moving, right? So if you are out here knowing that you have these emotional triggers, you're just so sad and everything's just so, go get some help. go find a therapist. Go actively seek some healing. Go work on yourself. Because if not, what are you doing this for? You're online. You're screaming on your phone. You're crying. You're doing. People are attacking me. Get some help, bro. If you're not actually trying to get help and you have resources for it, you want some attention at that point. Because I know people around him are telling him, "Hey, let's maybe not do this." He's like, "Nah, fuck that. I want to go live." So, what are we doing this for?
So first and foremost, he is a performer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, performers need what to perform?
An audience.
An audience, right? So ultimately, by nature of his job, he has to seek, nurture, and cultivate an audience.
Right.
So what I'm saying to you guys is, and you know, at the end of the day, I listen, it's just my opinion. But for a man of his stature to continue to show that level of vulnerability to share with the public consistently lets me know that it's not an act, it's not attention seeking, because he suffered the ridicule of going through it the other times that he did it, and he still continues to do it. Why? Because ultimately I feel like that's exactly who he is, and he's not going to put the mask on for anybody. I think
when you're a performer and you have a great movie, what do? Make a sequel?
Type shit.
Okay. And is the sequel better? Do are most sequels better than the original?
A lot of them, yeah. Depending who's in it and what's happening in the sequel.
No, the sequel is never as good or better than. Very rare that the sequel is as good or better than the original. I'm sorry,
but it still makes money though. It still makes money though.
Sometimes you can get a movie like Bad Boy where they're just gonna keep dragging that shit.
Bad Boy, Saw,
Lethal Weapon,
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah,
very own brand. Oh, I miss Paul Walker. What? Like, but back to what you said. It cool. That's who he is as a person. Get some help, sir. What are you getting out of going online to be ridiculed, to then cry about it? Oh, people don't take me serious. Nobody take you serious. You are an adult with the ability to get the help that you need, and you won't do it. I don't say nobody serious don't care about themselves. I don't care the race, creed, sex. I don't care, bro. The world don't stop spinning because you're sad about some shit that happened 20 years ago. Move on. Deal with it. Grieve.
He didn't ask the world to stop spinning.
He did it, but
he didn't ask anybody to alter anything about their lives.
Absolutely. But your point of this is
Black Men Cry. That was very performative.
Very performative. Because again, sir, get some help. Get some help.
But J King, welcome to the show tonight, good sir.
Absolutely.
On the topic.
No, it was good, y'all. I hear everybody's side, but I think we're forgetting just one thing. I don't know if y'all know about his ex-wife, but his ex-wife is a big YouTuber, and she was saying a lot of the stuff about him in public. So I think it kind of forced him to keep talking about it. So I think it's one of two things. So is him having to keep talking about it because his wife ex-wife kept talking about it. So I can't knock him for keep want to address it if she's going to keep addressing it because she's going to keep bringing it up. So I can't be mad at him if he's going to still address it. On top of it, make art out of it. So I mean, he is an artist.
I'm not going to let you get that one though. Do you remember when we had this conversation about Party and Meg Thee Stallion? You said you wasn't going back and forth. You didn't think that was justifiable at all as a man.
Hold on, what you talking about? I don't know what you talking about.
When we was talking about Party Fontaine and Meg Thee Stallion talking about him, well, making a lot of things that could be perceived as disses, and he responded with a song, and you said that wasn't player.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I fucked with that song. What are you talking about? I said he was cool to address that because Megan said something first. She put it out there.
All right, maybe I got it mixed up, but I
Wait,
yeah.
I also got a question though, real quick, if I can, real quick. Who is his ex-wife?
She's not very famous. She's not.
Is his ex-wife famous? Does she have a lot of clout? Because
she does. She does.
She does.
Hear me out. She has numbers. She does numbers. But if you ignore shit, it goes away, right? Like people start talking about, nobody cares. Will you keep your reactions to it? Yeah.
Now that she's a big YouTuber, and on top of that,
baby mama has a show right now, and she's got cool, got famous off of rent crowds on that, you know, acting crazy, getting a lot of all this other shit, looking at her teeth. But nobody even associates her with Rick Ross at this point.
Yeah,
past what she's been doing.
That kind of. Well, hold on. What? So are you saying because he doesn't address it, he doesn't address his baby mom, she wouldn't be bigger? Is that what you're trying to say?
No. When you stop feeding into it, she stops bringing it up.
Because it's not getting views. It's not getting views.
Well, I haven't watched her recently, so I wouldn't know. But I mean,
I have. But what I'm saying is, the more you feed into bullshit or whatever, the worse it's gonna get. Because if I go here and I'm like, oh, let me see how all the business. If Anchor's over here start telling my business, now we got some interesting conversation going on. If I'm just talking and it's like, man, I'm not going into this, then I'm talking to myself. At some point, people will stop caring about it.
And honestly, as a man, we're never going to beat women at pettiness.
Now that I agree on. That I agree.
Like, so, sir, go get some therapy, focus on your healing, and people move on past your crying shit.
But Scooty, any last words on the topic?
Life don't stop spinning. Stop crying about dumb shit. Stay woke and stay black.
Stay woke or stay black?
And stay black. Both.
Oh, okay. You know, I ain't got no choice. But I appreciate you tuning in and checking in with us tonight. All right.
Later.
All right, love you too. Jay King, Mr. Player Wave himself.
What's up?
Any last words on the topic?
I just wanted to say, no, big exclusive. You was killing it. I ain't gonna hold you. You had some strong points. Basically, there is no time frame for pain, but the only thing is you don't want to linger in it. There is no time frame for it. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with that, but you don't want to linger in it. When it comes to that, you do want to try to get help. You just don't want to linger in it. But there is no time frame for healing and pain. So.
Now, Jay King, I had to ask you another question. I want to ask you in front of the people. Are you okay right now?
I'm chilling. I'm good.
Is your white Range Rover okay?
He said my white Range Rover.
Damn.
Oh. You an asshole. I just caught that shit. But yo, you funny as shit. But
appreciate you tuning in and logging in with us tonight, good brother.
All right, bro. Know that. See y'all.
All right. But big exclusive, thank you for coming up here and co-hosting with me tonight. Any last words for the people?
Yeah, fellas, cry. It's okay.
What do you say? Black men cry. Ladies and gentlemen, spotlight is on me. As you know, Ant Money for President 2024, standing on business. Thank y'all for tuning in with me tonight. If you would like to be a co-host or you have something you want to have spotlighted on the show, make sure you inbox me. And you know, we gonna mix it. We gonna mix it up. I'm gonna try to get some co-hosts in here. You know, I got my staples, but you know, we gonna try to mix it up in the next couple weeks. Everybody be safe. Holidays coming up. Make sure You live every day like it's your last, but you are prepared for tomorrow. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace and blessings. Y'all have a good weekend.